Why clarity matters? Clarity is absolutely crucial for goal setting or determining outcomes. We are mostly winging in our lives, whether it's career, relationships, lifestyle, possessions. We borrow concepts or ideas from other people around us, or even media, from TV shows, from movies, from social media, where we see others having fun in their lives, having glamorous lives. And we borrow concepts thinking that if we have similar things, we'll be happy as well. So we throw things together and hope for the best results. Does it work though? It does from time to time, but not always. It is similar to throwing phrases in a GPS navigation system like skyscraper, park, bar, restaurant, and hoping that it will take us to a specific place, but instead it might just take us to a random bar or a restaurant. Even when we enter the name of a city, the GPS navigation will only lead us to the city center because we were not specific enough. But when we enter a specific street name, the name of a city, then we do get to that specific location. Similarly, cooking up something, a meal, if we just throw in ingredients that we like cheese, chocolate, bread, and hope that we'll get a perfect meal out of it, doesn't work that way. We need to have specific ingredients and also in specific ratio that will constitute a meal. How about the gourmet meals that they serve in upscale restaurants? Every ingredient is curated, cooked to perfection at the right temperature for the right time, and that's why it delivers the best results. That's why indulging in those meals is an outstanding experience. Similarly, in life, if we have lack of clarity and we just incorporate ambiguous, generic ideas, we might get mixed results. Let's take a few examples. A relationship. Maybe you got into a relationship because you were afraid of being alone for the rest of your life. And then later, you might feel unfulfilled in that relationship because it does not meet the other criteria. Another example, career. Maybe you have a job because you wanted a glamorous title and a really good salary to go along with it. But later you felt that you don't have that sense of purpose or joy when you do this work on a day to day basis. Another example, lifestyle. You wanted all these possessions, house, car, status, because you wanted this sense of comfort and luxury in life. But later you feel that there is a lot of competitiveness there, a lot of peer pressure, and it feels like all the relationships there are fake. So you did achieve what you wanted from all these different aspects. It's just that you were not clear on what it is you're wanting as a whole. You were only focused on one aspect of it and you did achieve it, but it didn't bring you that sense of completion because other parts were missing. So, how do we change that? We define our goals with more clarity. There are three aspects to it. Number one, what is it that we want? That's the conventional variety of end result. What is the goal here? Number two, why do you want it? What value does it bring to you? How does it serve you? And number three, what are you going to invest? What are you willing to do from your side to achieve that end result? So let's take those three examples again and redefine them in terms of these three different categories. So the first one is relationship. So what do you want from this? You want a partner. Why do you want a partner? How does that serve you? What value does it bring to you? You want a partner because you do not want to be alone. Okay. And what value does it serve you? You want to share your life with them. You want a partner who has values and integrity same as yours. And what are you willing to do from your side to make sure you have that? So you are willing to wait until you find that person. You are not willing to compromise and jump at the first option that presents itself. And you are also willing to level up because a person who checks all those boxes would also be looking for a partner who is at the same level as them. So you level up yourself, you become a better person. Next is career. What is your goal? Having a job. Why do you want it? What value does it bring to you? You want it because you want a good title, you want a good salary, but also you want that sense of accomplishment, that fulfillment, that sense of having a purpose around that job. And third, what's the extra mile that you're willing to go in order to have that? If at this point you feel like you don't have that sense of purpose in your current job, you keep your day job, but at the same time explore other options on the side which bring you fulfillment. And over time, if you can align the two, you do that, or you find something else and you transition slowly towards that. So, in that sense, you're not giving up on one goal and achieving the other. You're making sure that your purpose is also being fulfilled, and at the same time you don't have to forego the comfort and the abundance aspect of your current job. Number three, lifestyle. What are your goals here? Your goal is to have possessions, cars, houses, vacations, comfort, luxury, but also meaningful relationships in your life. Why is it important to you? How does it serve you? It brings you that sense of comfort and security so that you can spend on luxuries and have that sense of comfort in life. And also, you have these meaningful relationships and you can have that sense of community with people around you. What are you willing to do in order to achieve this? You are willing to be that person for the other people in your community, in your peer group, where you are compassionate, you are not always judging others based on their possessions, you are being a true friend. And then over time, you see that reciprocated to you by other people in your circle. So you see, when we have clarity around what is it that we want, we just don't go for that overarching goal, but we define the nuances, the other finer points of the goal. Then we can have the whole enchilada. We don't have to compromise on integrity or other aspects of something just because we are going for that material outcome. We can have all of it. We can have the material side of it as well as the fulfillment side of it. We don't need to compromise. It's just the lack of clarity which makes it happen because we only focus on one side of the equation and not the other. But if we take a step back and make sure that we are defining all these finer points of a goal, then we can go specifically in that direction. Comparing this to our previous example of that gourmet meal, we get the best ingredients, the best cuts, make sure they are cooked to perfection at the right temperature, and then similarly, we do that for ourselves. If something is missing in the outcome, we make tweaks in the input. If we have clarity on what it is that we want to see and we consciously move towards it, then we can achieve those results. So, the next time we want to achieve a goal, let's be clear about not only what we want in conventional terms, but also why do we want it? What values will it bring to us? What is it that we are not willing to compromise in order to have it? And also, what is that extra mile we are willing to go in order to have it? If we go into goal settings with clarity, if we are clear about what it is we are expecting from the outcome, then we will consciously move towards it and we can achieve that outcome which checks all these criteria for us. Good luck.